Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Trekkie Plays Minecraft, episode 15. And today we're going to talk about some things, and we're also going to start work on a mob system. But I'll explain that more. As you can see, I've been working away at clearing some land, trying to get us more space, as this is going to be our central island. Everything, our farms, our quarries, everything's going to work back here. And the idea behind that is because our portals are going to be here as well. So we're going to build a nice big storage here. Since we're going to be spending a lot of time on this particular island, I want the mob system and anything that really involves spawning to be central there. This way, stuff spawning while we're doing stuff. A little bit of efficiency and time-wise, so I don't have to go all the way somewhere else, sit there for an hour for everything. This way, stuff is spawning while I'm here. I haven't quite got to clearing at all. It's taken quite a bit just to do this with normal stone shovels. I must have went through two or three inventories full of shovels just to clear this little area. In the end, it's worth it. Of course, I put down more torches. As you can see, my draw distance isn't as great. For some reason, Minecraft seems like it wants to crash. Just flat out go right to desktop, close out. That's one of the problems with mods. And speaking of mods, in order to enhance the experience, I've been trying to find other mods to add to the pack. Just so we have more to explore and more to use as we go through. But it's been a painful process. Mods in Minecraft are kind of picky, especially for one who is, I guess you could say I'm not really as experienced with modding as some people. Some people that seem they run, like Direwolf, one of the guys I know who loves the mod. He seems to do it with no problem. Even mods I try to get to work that are the same mods he has, they seem to conflict for me. He probably knows how to work around them and how to fix them. Me, I don't. And I'm too lazy to look on the boards. Figure, if it doesn't work without me having to fix it, it ain't worth having. So that's basically it. And two mods in particular I was looking at. One was Forestry, which is a nice add-on to Buildcraft. Now, it's a good mod. I'm not taking anything from it. But it gives me problems. It gives me kind of graphical errors. Like if I would dig, like say I did that, sometimes you would see through other blocks around it, and you'd see kind of like X-ray, I guess it would be. Either that, or sometimes the blocks would still look like they're there, but you'd walk through them, and it was just creating a mess for me. And it's a shame because I really like bees, and I really like the tree farms and the other farms you could create with it. But unfortunately, it was causing issues. And it might just be item ID or block ID problems. I don't know too much about that. Secondly was Mistcraft. Now, if anybody who's followed Direwolf, Let's Play, at least Season 4, I haven't seen the other ones, knows that it's kind of like a warping, like a teleportation system that leads you to other dimensions. It's pretty cool, but it seems to conflict very heavily with Redpower. Which is a mod I have, and whenever I create worlds, it would create monstrous amounts of slowdown. I'd get down to about like one frame every freaking 10 seconds. Completely unacceptable. I think it has something to do with marble generation in caves and such like that, and I'm not willing to get rid of Red Power for it. There's too many things that Red Power allows that I want to use in this world, like cutting blocks into different shapes, or just the various basalt and marble make excellent building material. So I'm not really willing to get rid of it. And it's a shame because, like I said, Mistcraft would be pretty cool to create our own worlds to explore, maybe gather resources or for whatever. And the third one, I said two, I know, but I meant three, is called Doggy Talents. Now, I don't really use wolves that much, but I thought it might be nice to have a companion. A lot of people do it. I know Kurt J. Mack has his dog. Doc M had some dogs. Direwolf, he uses that mod. So it's not uncommon. It's just like something extra, but I thought it might be fun to explore with a dog companion. Unfortunately, Minecraft won't even start when I try to put that mod in. I don't know how they managed to get it to work. I know Direwolf uses it with Thaumcraft and a lot of these other mods that I have, and he seems to be using it fine. Again, I don't know how. I'm not a modding genius, but so we're not. I think we're just going to have to be stuck with what we have. Unless updating to 1.3 fixes a lot of things. I know there's a new system or something or another. I don't know. And there's part of the Twilight Forest mod, ladybugs. I like them. They're pretty cool. They're not ladybug. That's a firefly. Don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And 1.3 is, as I've mentioned before, I'm still in. I'm gonna start digging. Well, yeah, I might as well do something constructive. So we're gonna put it, like I said, we're gonna put the mob farm directly in the center of our island because I want the storage to be built around it. Anyway, 1.3. I'm not updating it to it yet. Have no real intention to. For one, a lot of mods, especially a lot of my core mods, are not updated to it yet. I think this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I want to say, I'm gonna do it down in another one just for the sake of it. A lot of my core mods are not updated to it. I'm trying to think of how. Yeah, then it's gonna have to go down one. Spawner's gonna be right there, so it's got to go another one up. Is that gonna conflict? Nope. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure the dimensions, spawning system, so it's gonna have to be, yeah, 3 this side. Digging out a spawning room could be quite the to-do, but you want to get things right so you have a good spawning rate. Like I said, a lot of my mods do not update yet, and I don't want to ditch any of my mods. I've decided ever since I started over in episode 10 that I want to keep a core bit of mods, and I want to keep it kind of, I can't think of the word now that I want to, keep it kind of uniform throughout the series of what mods I plan to use. So I don't really need to upgrade. And what's really in 1.3 that I have to have? Trading emeralds. I don't give a shit about emeralds. I don't. It's not a big deal. Trading with villagers, again, not really that big a deal. I've done it. I've tested a 1.3 wheel. It's not really that exciting. They trade you a bunch of useless bullshit that really in no way is going to help me. And emeralds, while emeralds do make a pretty nice block, I'm not really that concerned. And there's going to be where our spawner is going to sit. Not really concerned with having them. I could deal without. Green wool will do just fine, I suppose. And there's iron. Hoping I broke my shovel. Or pick. I'm off my rocker today, don't mind me. Excuse me. So I'm not really worried about 1.3. There's a few other fixes that are nice. And particularly when creating mob sips like this, stackable signs, I guess that's a pretty nice one. Large biomes, I really like large biomes, but nothing I'm really terribly needed to update for. And now that I've already started this world, I'm not going to be selecting large biomes anyways. And I'd probably have to go really far to find. Well, I have not found any extreme hills yet, but I'd have to go probably pretty far to find extreme hills in order to make use of the. So, you see, it's 3, and this is 4. Something seems off. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I just need to go one over. Trying to get my math correct. So 1.3, not a big deal. Another 1.2, and I know 1.4 they're adding armored mobs. I don't know if they're adding the Witherman quite yet. That might just be a hidden mob for a later update, maybe 1.5. No way of telling. I'll put some light in here. Light in here for the moment. I don't want no mob spawning on me while I go up top to get supplies. So maybe 1.4 mods will be more universal. They won't be so specific to Minecraft version. I think that's one of the real crutches of mods in this game is if you don't have the right version, it screws modding over completely. They constantly have to update, and if you don't have, they don't work right, or you get glitches. It's one of the real problems with Minecraft. It's so touchy, and that brings me back to trying to get different mods to work together. It's just everything's so touchy that a single thing could really ruin your experience, really break it for you. So yeah, that's not obviously not something we want to do. Hopefully they'll fix that. Hopefully modding in the future will allow us to update and not have to get mod version so and so to even continue playing our game past the current version. 1.2.5 works perfectly fine, so we're sticking with it. And you know, and I've been trying to install new mods and so I have like a Minecraft 1.2.5 folder that I keep, a fresh one, that I keep to the side, just so I can keep messing with it, because otherwise you would update to 1.3, and that's obviously not what we want. So we got 4. I'm not really worried about the iron. 3, 3. So this spawning room is correct. What would happen is they'd be pushed this way. There'd be a row of stairs, and then they get pushed into this. I think it's gonna have to be 2. It's gonna have to be 2 over. I think I miscalculated. I hear something walking around. It's a zombie. Zombie, help! Let's just put torches everywhere. We don't want no spawning. Like there's really a need for so many torches. So yeah, and I don't really care what it looks like down here. Usually I'm pretty compulsive about how everything looks, like I used to when I first started making spawns. I used to actually tear down these walls and replace them with stone brick or something nice to look at, even though I would never go inside. So that's where our spawner is going to be. 2 below, 1 up. A pretty standard room. And now it doesn't have to be 3 on one side. Now I know this is kind of a space efficiency thing. They're exact science that some people like to use. It's like, oh, we got to use the right numbers. But it'll work with 4 on each side. It'll work perfectly. It's just an extra bit of space. It doesn't affect it really at all. I guess some people argue that it might, but I've never had any problem with it. Even before I started learning the 3 and the 4 side thing, it'll work perfectly the other way. So yeah, so they'll get pushed through here. There'll be signs, a sign there and a sign there. They'll start climbing up the water spout. You know, like the itsy bitsy spider. They'll be climbing up it. I don't want to put cobble on the surface, though. Well, I don't think it'll matter. I'll worry about prettiness, you know, making it beautiful later. I just need to get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of Dodge. Hello? Do I have anything? No creepers? No creepers. Oh, there's a creeper over there. I wanted to roast him. Come here, creeper. I know bringing in the day ain't gonna stop you. Oh, he got dead. That's so sad. Zombie noms. Is he after me? Is that a brainy zombie? Yeah, he's a brainy. Oh, he died. That's a shame. He dropped a skull. Which is an artifact. I mean, it's an artifact like any other. It'll become useful later, especially when we do more research. Now, I did prepare some stuff for research, so after I'm done the room, I'm not going to build the whole towers yet. I'm just going to get started on the room to kind of give you an idea where we're going. I'll get into the research. I saved some things. Where did I put my stuff? Oh, in this jar here, that's a firefly jar. You combine a firefly with a glass bottle, you get a firefly. I'm supposing it emits light. I'm not sure the specifics. You know, is it as much as glowstone, as much as a torch? I don't know. It's something. Oh, now there's a monster out there, and I have to kill him. Why does it matter if there's a monster outside my house? That doesn't make no fucking sense. I don't care if he's out there. My door's closed. He ain't bothering me. And I've tested it. This shit won't burn your house, so that's a good thing. Because otherwise, I just torched my whole house. And as I've been clearing the area, I kind of dumped it into my researcher and my. As you can see, I have a bunch of Vs liquid. Let's get in here before we get blown up. And half our house was. This house is gonna have to move anyway. His storage is just not very there's not a lot of room for storage in here. And you might notice these 2 iron chests. I don't know if I had these last time, but these are iron chests. Basically, you get it by putting a chest in the middle, like a chest. Whoop, accuracy. Chest in the middle. Then you'd surround it with iron, and then you'd have a iron chest. Now you could get gold chest. You could get diamond chest. You have crystal chest. Obviously, a diamond chest requires diamond, but for a diamond chest, it's just chest, diamond, diamond, and then glass. So not going to require to have 8 diamonds just to make a diamond chest, although they're entirely worth it. A iron chest has a double chest worth of space, and it fits in 1 block. So you could have basically 2 double chests in the space of 1. Very cool. Now, if you had a diamond chest is a 2 double chest in itself. So you'd have 4 double chests for the price of 1. Very space efficient, and you can see they can put them side by side, no problem. You can't do that with these either. You always have to have a space and some other bullshit. I don't understand why they haven't fixed that yet. But yeah, very worth the space. And iron ain't too good, especially after we make an iron golem farm or such. Iron's not even going to be a thing. So what else do I need from my thing down there? I need stairs. Do I have stairs? I do have stairs. Aha! I think 8's enough. It's probably not. Who cares? I will need a water. I'll mess with that later. We got some chests, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I'll just get a whole bunch. I always prepare signs. See, that's one of the reasons 1.3.3 actually has right. So let's get down here. Let's place our shit. I know I should be using my shovel, but who gives a fuck? Okay, I don't. Oh yeah, there's just enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically, the water will push them, and the mobs automatically go up the stairs. Most of you know these mob systems. On the 3 side, bust out a hole. Signs. Excuse me. Stack them. Gotta love inventory tweaks. They automatically fill up your space, so I don't have to keep going my inventory. So another reason why I like inventory tweaks. It automatically fills up your bar with anything like similar items that you just use. So, and up here, because we don't want them jumping, because when they're in mobs, when they're water, they tend to bounce up and fucking down. We want them to fit through the door. So there you go. I just need a spawner, but I'm not gonna set it up yet. Basically, you put water across the back wall. It'll push them this way. Water at each end, there and in there. It'll push them toward the center and in here, because the streams will last a little longer. And then with a sign here, a sign there, there'll be a water source block here, so they'll want to swim up it, and bam, they go up. You just successfully moved your mobs from your system out. Very simple, and it still works. 1.3 and shit. Of course, in 1.3, you really don't need as big a mob system because you get 30 just by not doing it really anything at all. I like it being 30. I like it being easier, but you don't even need an Enderman farm anymore because a regular mob system will get you 30 in no time at all. Even skeletons. And I'm going to have a quad system here. It's going to be a quad skeleton system. Why skeletons? Because arrows are nice for bows, and bones work so well for getting Vs, which is another reason I'd want it, because fueling Thaumcraft with Vs can be a problem with it. It takes a ton and ton of cobble and dirt to just get this much. I must have went through an inventory full, maybe inventory and a half full of cobble and dirt just to get this much. With like a stack of bones, you'd get 2 of these easy. So yeah, very good reason, and of course the experience. So we're done with that now. We'll work on it in one episode. I want to talk about the research, which is the core thing of Thaumcraft. And the last time we mentioned, I still have shit in here. I don't have no paper. I'll have to get some paper real quick. I got some of these fragments. Now these, after you put your materials in here and blah blah, it goes through cycles, you'll get these fragments. Now these are the first, well, I guess you could say the second stage of researching. Let me get some paper. I think I actually have paper already. To Trying to see, this is another reason we need a good storage, because everything's all over the damn place. We have 6. That ain't gonna work. Lots of wood. Yeah, we're gonna get rolling on building. And as I go, I mean, I really didn't want to start too much because I still have the area to clear. It's a painstaking process, which having enchantments will help. If we have a nice enchanted tool, we can get through the dirt and the stone easier, making my life a little bit easier. So, which is one reason I chose to do the mob system first. Having good tools, having resources from the mob jobs themselves, infinitely useful going forward. So it's a good foundation. Let's get some more paper. Boop, boop. Now, a good thing for 1.2.5 is when you're making books, you don't need a paint. You don't need no fucking another. I don't know why they had that. That just to make it more pain in the ass, I guess. It's like, yay, pain in the ass. Okay, let me get the paper in here. So, after you put random materials in here and you get your fragments, now lost knowledge is going to be your core stuff, your basic stuff. That's what you're going to get the most. Now, I also have one of tainted. That's dealing with taint and such, like more negative sides of. And there's also Eldritch and Lost. Wait, no, that's not. No, that's Lost. Okay, so there's Lost, Tainted, Eldritch, and something or another, something else. It's there. It's something. So what you do is I like to put this for to increase the chances. Like as we said, the top is success. This is failure. Now failure only really affects the last stage, and loss percentage, which affects every stages, which is the chance of loss you'll have to lose the item. For these is pretty high, and you still have a pretty low. So let's put 1 in there and see if we get something. So it's going to go through, and we have a 27% chance of success. Not bad at all. And we lost it. We didn't get shit from it. So, see, it could be a painstaking process, especially if you're just using low-level materials. So 27%, 80% chance to lose. We still lost it. We're just not having no luck. Let's try it again. Da 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 da. Come on, give me something to work with. God damn, Thaumcraft thing. Okay, I lost the dirt. Not really cared about that. And we got the 3rd level. Now these are what you're going to need to get the new items. They're called theories. These are what you'll get the actual items. And he says difficulty trivial. That means it's easy to research. Let's put this, and what you'll do is you'll put this in, you get a scroll, and that'll be what you learn the item for. You can't craft the items until you learn them. So you put it in here, and you see it has 4 notches. That's how many times it has to successfully research in order to craft the final item. Now we have a 65% chance of success since it's trivial. Failure just means it goes down. It doesn't mean we lose it. Well, it will. If we lose too much below this, it'll vanish. But for trivial, it's not a big deal. And we have loss percent of 100. That means whenever it's done, it loses. And we got a traveling trunk, which you may have seen in my very earliest videos. So now we got the discovery. And what we do is simply see, you can now make a traveling trunk. We learned it. It tells you the recipe. 8 chanted wood, 1 soul fragment, which we don't have access to. Yes, we can make it. And it gives you a traveling trunk. And this is just crafted. This is not a, what the fuck is this thing called? Infuser recipe. Otherwise, it would say like a number here. And it says, this magical chest follows you around wherever you go. As long as you keep it fed or keep food in its inventory, it should remain healthy and strong. It's a bit noisy and clumsy, but at least it's fireproof. So essentially, it's a chest that follows around like a pet. I can't think of any regular Minecraft instances. Like a wolf, okay? Like a wolf. And if you put food in its inventory, like in the chest, it'll eat it when it gets low on health. You can upgrade it for more storage and such later, but there you go. That's how you get extra stuff in Thaumcraft. Now, a lot of people say the wiki doesn't tell you all the stuff. Well, it tells you, the wiki will tell you everything basic that you can craft without needing research. And beyond that, you learn everything in game, and it tells you what it does. So it's actually, and after that you learned it, you don't even need the scroll, but I'm going to keep the scroll in it because you can make a book later. So let's try another one. Let's try the tainted one. I know I'm probably going to regret this, but let's try tainted. We got trivial. Let's get another easy one. Didn't lose it. Come on, let's get something tainted. Let's get it tainted. Come on, come on, come on. Let's do it. Ah, lost it. No luck. Let's see if we can get another one of these at least. We still got 27% chance. It's really fun to do these things. It's kind of addicting trying to collect them all, and I lost again. So you're going to be dumping lots of resources in here, and that's what I did to get most of my basic ones. There's a couple things in the game that you actually have to put a specific item in the resource slot to get, like, you get one of these, because they'll go straight to this. Now this was concentrated Vs. This is an item that you can just throw and it'll increase the Vs in there. It's a hard difficulty one. Hard ones are still possible, even with basic items. They just fail, and they could just fail a lot easier, and they could take a little longer. As you can see, it's not really going up too quickly. They can be pretty difficult. But yeah, that's basically the basics of research in Thaumcraft. It's simple. It may take a little get used to it, but like I say, just dump all your extra crap in them. Eventually research, and some things require specific items. Like I'll give you a little spoiler. Totem of Dawn or Dusk, like tainted stuff like that, I guess. If you jump petrified wood, not petrified, tainted wood or whatever the hell it's called, which you'll find in the taint area, it'll give you recipes and you can learn that. Oh, so we finished it. Concentrated Vs. Basically, you take a Vs crystal, a bottle, and 140 Vis. Now this is an infuser recipe. You can see by the triangle. It matches the see the triangle. It matches the thing. And 140 Vis, and it'll give you concentrated Vis. Sorry. This unstable liquid is a highly concentrated form of Vis. It will evaporate rapidly on exposure to open air. Basically, you throw it. But fortunately, almost all of it will seep into the aura. So if you're low, you know, where's my handy dandy thermometer thing that I took out because I went to the nether. I didn't want to make sure I didn't just jump right into lava. As you can see, I have a pretty good area of Vis in this. Wow, that is quite a bit, isn't it? It's a good. Now if you throw it, as you can see at the bottom right, the little vial, if you throw it, it'll add good Vis, not the tainted. It'll add more Vis to the local aura. This is good if you find yourself getting low, if you're using condensers for crystals or whatever, or if you want to make it high Vis area, you can grow great wood trees. That's what it's good for. I've never really used them myself, but it's a recipe. So we got 2. I think we need 4 of these to craft an actual book. And once you craft a book, you won't really need these because you'll have a book to reference every single discovery in the game for Thaumcraft. Now, last chance. I have more in the chest, but we're not gonna keep doing this all the time. Let's see if we can get lucky one last time. Well, back to the drawing board. We got 2 discoveries, so not bad. Traveling trunk's a pretty cool one, especially for mining. Oh, damn. It's always nighttime in this game. You notice that? It's like always nighttime. But yeah, traveling trunk, cool. I'm going to put these in my book for now, because I don't have a book. And now I was mentioning the artifacts. These basically just give you a really good chance of discovering something. Let's find. What about that skull? Yeah, common, forbidden artifact. Forbidden is the last one. That's what it is. So it's lost, tainted, forbidden, and eldritch. Eldritch, of course, being. Let's put this forbidden on it. They give you a greater chance of basically getting a good. Get the fuck out of there. A better chance of success, really, for that particular thing. And this is forbidden, so we'll put it in there. It was 12% chance of getting a lost knowledge, and we failed. Let's just keep it. Now for a typical item, you might have like 3% chance. So, and this is a common one. Now for an exceptional one, which I think is the best, it'll give you a very good chance of getting either a scroll or a fragment. They're good to use. That's why you collect them. They're purely for research, and we're not being lucky at all. Come on, gang. Give me a little bit of luck. Make me look good on camera, okay? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Come on. Come on. Throw me a bone. Throw me a bone here. No? Nothing at all? I'm trying to tell these people what's going on here, and you're not helping me out at all. This is completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Yeah, seems like all these episodes, all I do is explain shit. I know, but that's part of the game. It's understanding, and we're going to be building a lot of stuff now. Once this is clear, we're going to be pure building for a while. We're going to be setting up the area, setting up storage. There's a skeleton hiding under my roof. Get the fuck out of my house. That ain't your shelter. That's my shelter. Fucking squatters. Um, Bones. I got the bone. Yay. Jump over here. Bunny hop. Vise. They're ever useful. And of course I was smelting some stuff. I might as well just put some more. Because we're going to be building the basic tower structure out of stone. At least that's my plan. I don't have an excess of sandstone like I did for the last one I built. And it's a pain in the ass to grab. I really don't feel like messing with it. Later I'll probably be building a lot of stuff out of basalt and whatnot. Okay, let's see if our researcher actually gave me a little bit of goodness. We got a forbidden knowledge, and I know this is going to fail. Let's get the best chance we can. Now, good items here that are fairly common to get, books and bookshelves. We actually Soul Stealer enchantment. Now what? Well, let's research it. It's moderate, not too bad. We have a 55% chance of success. It's a pretty good. You get this in the occultic enchanter or the regular Thaumic enchanter. But the cultic enchanter, you could actually choose your enchants, and both of them are research items. Basically, this would allow you to do is steal health with your hits, kind of like flame. Set someone on fire. Well, this will steal their health. Pretty cool enchantment. I've not used it that much. I could say I've not. I think I've always used fire or ice. I think there's ice, venom, fire, and soul stealer. I think that's the only ones. Put the signs back here because I ain't doing it right now. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, I know I've been just running back for. Oh, this does this, that does that. Well, when you're watching, you'll understand what the fuck's going on, and you can see it's pumping this into this, and it's giving me chances, it's speeding it up, giving me a chance to double. I've doubled quite a bit of stuff actually. I've got a good bit of iron from that, and it's still having it's still struggling along, being a pain in the ass. Let's put the rest of it. Come on. I want this to end before the episode does. I'm running low on time. I hope you all enjoyed the episode. I mean, I know it's been rough. I haven't been able to put them out all day, and that's real life stuff. I'll get into that another episode when I have more time to talk about it. But I really do plan on keeping this going. We're going to build a lot of good shit. I've been designing some mod-specific items in creative mode. Some really cool stuff like automatic bread making, like it farms the bread, it farms the wheat, plants the seed, makes the bread, and you just click on it and it gives you the bread, which I like to call it the bread box. We're going to be making all kind of mod specific stuff, not just like normal stuff like redstone powered like you could in vanilla. No, we're going to try to incorporate mods into everyday builds, everyday systems as much as possible, trying to make them interesting and different, because that's the whole point of using mods. Why are you going to use mods just to do everything vanilla? So look forward to that. We're going to be making a mob system. It's going to drop, and I'm going to try to use the Runic Dust experience system, as well as Thaumic seals to spice it up a bit. So that's going to be pretty cool. I think we're really going to enjoy that. And of course I got the nether, and I'm not really going to explore the nether because who gives a fuck about the nether? It's ugly. It's not very attractive. Gas make it a nightmare. Oh, we finally discovered our soul stealer enchantment, and I learned to make it. Now, of course, it doesn't have a recipe because it's an enchantment. Basically, weapons with this enchantment causes the attacked creature's spirit to be trapped in the mortal realm. Wait a minute, I think I have it mistaken. If the creature is slain, there is a chance that the spirit will remain behind as a soul fragment. And I had to sneeze. Maybe. Okay. Well, apparently not. Thank you for making me look like a allergic fool on YouTube. Okay. If this creature is slain, there's a chance the spirit will remain behind as a soul fragment. Okay, so this gets soul fragments. So there's actually another one. Soul Vampiric is the one for stealing health. This one, when you hit a creature with it, I've actually used this one a lot. It'll leave behind a soul fragment, which is a much simpler way of getting soul fragments than the typical way you would get them. So very useful enchantment. The chance of this occurring depends on the level of the enchantment and the life force of the creature attacked. So basically, low level stuff like low quality creatures like regular mobs like pigs, not much chance. Or where more difficult creatures, maybe like Endermen, going to have a higher chance. Soul fragments have various uses in dark magic. Few recipes. Basically, fragments are good for, and other things. They're good to have. I've stacked them before. So yeah, that's alright. We've made 3 good discoveries. I think we need 4 to make the book. But where did I put them? So we got 2 lost, 1 forbidden. And I think that's a good way to conclude the episode. We made some progress. We got some Thaumcraft research done. We've begun, very basically begun our mob system. And I have a dirt. I can cover this end up, because that's where they're going to be coming up. It's going to be one over here, one over here, one over there, one here in a cross pattern. And then they'll drop smack in the middle, just like my old one. Just drop right onto the Runic Dust. So we talked about our mods, why I couldn't add more, which is a shame. I started the mod system and we got some research, and we delved into the research, which is seemingly complicated, but trust me, if you give it some of a shot, it's easy. It's easy. It's rudimentary, really. It sounds like it sounds like it's a lot more than it really is. Like I said, you just drop shit in there. It goes through the process. Useless junk that you don't even need. Just drop them in there and it'll research stuff. And as you do this as you go along. And I think that's the whole point of the whole Thaumcraft systems. You do as you go along. You don't expect to do it all at once. Now, diamond blocks, one of the most high worthy items in the game, will give you a hell of a chance to get it, and you'll be popping stuff left, out, and right. But we don't have diamond blocks. We're not that fucking rich, and I'm not about to show you. Not in my world, because I actually want to use the diamonds. And of course my lightning bug. I got it right. All right. Well, I'm glad I was able to make this video. I'll try. I'm gonna keep pumping them out as much as I'm able. Real life, it's a bitch. It doesn't like YouTube. Real life doesn't like YouTube at all. It's like, fuck YouTube. We don't want nothing to do with it. Well, I'm like, sorry, real life, I like YouTube, okay? And I'm going to keep trying to put out these videos. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. That's quite it. That's all. We've beaten the game. There's nothing left to do. I've dug a hole, researched some shit. Minecraft's over. We've done it. We've beaten Minecraft. There's nothing left to do. Nothing left at all. So we'll just start a new series as we dig another hole and research more shit, and we'll just keep beating it over and over and over. But until then, this is Trekkie. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Leave comments, all that typical YouTube jargon, like bullshit and that. And so I'll catch y'all next time. Look forward to lots of good building now that we've gotten all the basic bullshit out of the way. We've cleared some area. Lots of building going on. Lots of storage. Lots of mob system. The big iron farms are going to be... Iron golem farms are going to be around here if I can find a village. Because everything's legit. I'm not spawning in a damn thing. Hopefully there's a village around here. Oh, that would really put a cramp in my style. Anyways, I'll catch y'all next time. Take care of yourselves.